Hello everyone, I am Taureor and today we are going to talk about Ciri from the Witcher universe and what her powers really are. Ciri, or more accurately Cirilla Fiona Elenerianon, is the daughter of the Emperor of Nilfgaard and Princess Pavette of Cintra, the adoptive daughter of Geralt and Yennefer, and the Lady of Time and Space because of the elder blood that she possesses. We learn all that in the game, but what is elder blood really and what is the extent of her powers? What we see in the game is mostly combat application of her abilities, and that fits the context, however it is just the tip of the iceberg. She can teleport and manipulate time, which is clearly evidenced by the skill that lets her attack multiple opponents with multiple attacks in a blink of an eye. But as I said, this is just the beginning. Ciri has spent most of her life being a target, hunted by the Lodge of Sorceresses led by Philippa Eilhart for political gain, by Nilfgaard, also for political reasons, by the elves for the power within her blood, and for the same reason also by the sorcerer Vilgefortz. For the context of this video, let's ignore the political aspects and just focus on the Elder Blood. What is Elder Blood exactly? Well, long story short, it is the result of a genetic experiment conducted by elven sages to obtain what can easily be characterized as interdimensional travel. Now keep in mind that the origin itself might not be that, because any interpretation like this has to be scrutinized with regard to whether you can trust the source. Another theory is that Elder Blood was present within the NL society, however as time went on it was gradually lost. Let's get back to the topic of interdimensional travel. As you can see in The Witcher 3 and the books, travel between worlds is possible even without Elder Blood. Either hopping from world to world like Avalak and Geralt do, or traveling the spiral like the Wild Hunt does. For the sake of brevity, I am not going into the spiral too much. Let's just say it is a connection between worlds that can be exploited in that way. However, both of these methods are slow and difficult. And here's where Ciri and her Elder Blood come in. The elves want to use her to repeat what they did 1500 years before. Their own world was dying, so they used the power of Elder Blood and i.redd.it, which is the Gate of the Worlds, to relocate their whole population to a different world. The world they arrived in used to be a human world, but they proceeded to murder all the inhabitants and take it as their own. The aim of the Wild Hunt is to use Ciri to regain that power. So, Ciri can teleport, manipulate time, and open gates between worlds. But that's still not everything. Ciri's abilities are formidable but very difficult to control, and the teleportation we talked about earlier is not just the short-range combat variant that we've seen in the game. Basically, with enough control, Ciri can just appear anywhere. We witness this in the books, when Ciri escapes from the elves by jumping to another world. Unfortunately, without sufficient control, she ends up wandering the multiverse, before she can finally find her way back to her original world, where much more unpleasantness awaits her, but that is not the topic of this video. I should also probably mention that in the books Ciri visits Camelot and meets Galahad. So, her jumping power, her teleportation power, can take her to other worlds. She can literally jump from one world to another. Well, maybe not literally, she doesn't need to physically jump to do this, but you know what I mean. However, this amazing power is still not everything. She can not only jump to a different world, but also to a different time. In the books, she actually seeks help from two sorceresses from her own future, or more accurately, from the future of her own world. Also, when she's traveling the multiverse, as we mentioned earlier, she visits a world very much like Cyberpunk. That could be a different world, a different time, or both. These powers, if controlled and used properly, make Ciri basically godlike. Think about it. Meet an enemy you can't defeat, jump back in time and make sure they're never born. Need some money? Jump a few years back and stock up on Bitcoin. Badly injured? Jump into the future, use some modern medicine. With enough control and skill, if Ciri wanted, she could basically mold the universe into whatever she wants it to be. And that is why she's called the Lady of Time and Space. Because she's basically Doctor Who.
Fantastic.
Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure to come back to the channel to see more lore and theory videos, because I intend to be making many more of them in the near future. Ideally, I'd like to put out one every week or two. Also, if you'd like to support the channel, visit my Patreon. I've added pictures. And I'll see you soon. Goodbye.